Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. What do you get when you take the electrifying flavor of Mountain Dew Voltage and mix it with the cool, refreshing flavor of Mountain Dew Whiteout and add just a kick of that cherry flavor from Mountain Dew Code Red? Well, you get Mountain Dew Dew.S.A. So Mountain Dew Dew.S.A, new item out by Mountain Dew. I did finally find it. Surprisingly, I don't know why, I was going through the Mountain Dew Wikipedia page of list of the flavors where I originally found out that Dew.S.A was a thing, and was seeing if any other new flavors were coming out that I could make a list of to eventually try. And for some reason, Dew.S.A has been removed from the flavor list. Not sure what's going on there, but Mountain Dew USA, in time for the summer season, 4th of July, yay, USA, USA, whatever, is 3 flavors collide: Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage, which I also have here. So now the thing with this is it doesn't say what percentage of this is red, what percentage is white, and what percentage is blue, which is why I bought the other 3 bottles, because I'm going to mix those together after I try this and see if I can match the flavor. Also, bonus episode, it has been ages since I tried Voltage. The first time I tried it, I remember not liking this one, maybe, I don't remember, because when this one came out there were 2 blue ones. There was the dark blue one and the light blue one, and I don't remember which one this is. One of them was okay, but I didn't really care for it. The other one I hated, so Voltage is going to be a bonus thing here. So I'm going to try Voltage again for the first time since it originally came out in the original Democracy thing. So you guys are going to get to see me try that. So if I don't like it, you'll be seeing me spit it out. But first of all, let's try the main attraction here, which is Mountain Dew Dew.S.A. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I'm not sure which one, I knew this was coming out because of the Wikipedia flavor listing. And I didn't think it was out yet because it was still being test marketed at different colleges across the United States. And then recently my cousin posted a photo on Facebook of this being in her local store, and I was like, well, hey, if it's in her store, it's got to be in one of mine, right? Well, I look on the website of where to find it, and it says not within a 50-mile radius. Then I go up to the grocery store the other day, and they have it in 12-pack cases, and I'm like, well, if they got it in 12 packs, somebody's got to have it in 20-ounce. So I go to a couple more local grocery stores, and eventually I find it right next to the other 3 in this red, white, and blue display. So basically you could buy this and the other 3 all right next to each other. The gas station that I normally found all the other ones at does not have this, but they do have right next to everything else the red, white, and blue layout of Code Red, Whiteout, and Voltage. So they're basically saying if you want it, just buy those and try it. But again, it doesn't tell you how many parts, equal parts, or whatever. Is this 1/3 blue, 1/3 white, 1/3 red? We don't know, but we're going to find out. So enough talking. Let's crack this open and see what it smells like now that I've shaken the bottle up. And it's going to explode everywhere. No, actually it didn't. Cool. Alright. The top of the bottle does say red, white, and dew, which seems like they tried something like this before. I remember red, white, and dew being a campaign before. But I don't remember what it was. Anyway, let's smell it and see what we think. Very citrus heavy. It smells kind of like all the Kickstarters taste, if that makes any sense. Kind of like when I say they taste very citrusy, you're actually smelling that in here, which I'm guessing is probably from the Whiteout. But then again, it is Mountain Dew, so Mountain Dew is kind of naturally citrusy. Getting a little bit of that chalk scent, so that's probably coming from the Voltage, because I believe Voltage originally was the line where they added ginseng and guarana and things like that, which this one still has ginseng, so I'm not sure which one it was that I liked and what I didn't like. I'd have to actually go back and look them up. I'll probably post a picture here when I remember which one it was that I liked. Maybe it was Voltage. Let's see. So yeah, smells about like any of the energy drinks or like the Kickstarts or whatever, or even like the Game Fuels. So let's take a swig and see what we think. Cheers. Okay, definitely citrusy. Not quite as tart as like the grapefruit flavors, but it has like that same citrusness to it. Definitely get a little bit of the taste of the cherry from the Code Red. Definitely getting some chalky flavor of something, probably from the voltage again. I know whiteout has a little bit of that flavor, but whiteout's fairly smooth, so it doesn't have that harsh chalkiness. So maybe the whiteout's actually blending out the harsher flavors. Yeah, overall not bad. Not my favorite flavor of Mountain Dew ever, but I'll definitely finish it. It's not like I'm going to sit here and dump it down the drain like I did with that other Kickstart that I hated. So let's put a cap on that for a moment. And we're going to go into phase 2 of our little adventure here, where I'm going to try Voltage, because I haven't had Voltage in forever. Which actually, surprisingly, for as much as I actually like whiteout, I haven't had whiteout in forever either. Usually if I buy Mountain Dew and I don't want just regular Mountain Dew, I'll end up getting Code Red because it's usually the one that's readily available in most stores. So anyway, let's try Voltage because I haven't tried it in like 10 plus years. So let's crack it open. Take a little sniff here. Pretty much has no scent at all. And I kind of remember that from back when I first did these, although these ones never appeared on videos. I believe I did these on my live stream, or maybe these were before my live stream. I don't remember. But I do remember trying these at one point. These were back when, probably when I first started doing live streaming. I tried these, and then I tried the Distortion and other ones from the Whiteout line as well. So I honestly don't remember. But yeah, I kind of vaguely remember a couple of those not having much of a scent to them. Slight berry scent, not really much there. A little bit of that chalkiness, but that could be left over in my nasal passages and taste buds from the Dew.S.A. So let's take a swig of Voltage here and see if it's the way I remember or if it's the one I didn't like. Cheers. That's definitely got berry flavor to it. And there's that ginseng kicking in at the end, which is what I didn't like about the original ones. This one says it only has ginseng. Well, it says with other natural flavors, but it only lists ginseng. And the other two that were in this, I cannot remember the names of them right now. Again, they'll pop up on the screen here. The other ones had ginseng and guarana in them, and I don't remember what guarana was or if guarana was the flavor I liked versus ginseng. But yeah, that ginseng aftertaste kind of ruined them all for me. But I mean, this goes down fairly smooth. It says it's raspberry flavored. Again, I'd have to look up the other flavors to see which one it was I liked. Once I see the bottles, I'll remember which one it was, because one's a darker blue and one's a lighter blue. And I believe it was the lighter blue that I ended up liking. But yeah, overall, this one isn't horrible. It's not quite as bad as I remember. Initially, the first taste of it, the raspberry flavor is a little overwhelming, but mellows out really quickly, but then it has that ginseng aftertaste. After that, you kind of get used to it. So, yeah, I can live with it, but not my favorite. So I definitely get a little bit of that chalkiness and some of the citrusy flavor from the Voltage, which I am tasting in the Dew.S.A. But I'm also going to go down the line and try the other ones just to see if I can kind of isolate flavors a little bit more. So let's take a quick swig of Whiteout. Cheers. Actually, that's a little bit more citrusy than I remember. Definitely has some acidity to it. Smooth citrus. Used to be smooth. Got a bit of a kick to it now. But overall, still a good flavor. So again, that heavy citrus flavor I was tasting, probably coming more from this than the others. And then, of course, our classic friend, Code Red, which I have had recently, so this isn't going to be that big of a shocker to me. There's that cherry goodness. Wow, that's a bite. Ooh. It's probably because I haven't had these flavors in a while. I'm just used to like regular Mountain Dew or the Kickstarts. So now I'm going back to them. The Mountain Dew itself is a lot smoother than what I'm dealing with in Kickstart, so those extra flavors are actually emphasized more now. Alright, so now on to the fun part, we're going to mix and match. So I'm not just going to mix all three of them together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mix two, and then the other two, and then the third two, if that makes sense. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. Alright, so we got our clear Mickey Mouse cup here. So what I want to do first is we're going to take the Code Red, and we're going to go up to, I got these little lines on this cup, so I'm going to do like probably a line each or so. So we're going to go up to that first line with Code Red. And then we'll go up to the second line with Whiteout. About to there. So now we got this little pinkish colored thing. And let's taste this and see how it compares to the Dew.S.A. Cheers. Okay, we're onto something here. It has that nice citrusy flavor and a very faint hint of the cherry. Nice balance, actually. If they just did like red and white, it probably would actually be not too bad. So, hey, future democracy thing. White out red. Or wait, red out? White out Code Red, cherry white out. I don't know, something like that. Just a very faint hint of cherry into the white out. Very good. Alright, so now let's go the other way on the spectrum. We're going to go with a little bit of voltage. Again, up to the first line. About to there. And we're going to top that with another line of whiteout. You guys see where I'm going here? And now we got this nice little baby blue mixture here. Kind of a light teal. Let's give this a taste and see how we blend. Cheers. Honestly, that's not bad either. I'm getting more of the citrus, but it mellows out the citrus quite a bit, and I'm not getting that heavy ginseng taste at the end of the voltage. I'm getting more of the berry flavor, so it's almost, again, like white out raspberry or blue out. So yeah, there we got a blue out. I don't know what a blue out is, but it blew out. Alright, and now the final part of stage 2 of this video is we're going to mix a little bit of red up to the first line. And do you know which way I'm going here? The only one I haven't done yet in the combination, we're going to do a line of blue. Ah, there we go. And let's see how this purpley goodness compares to the bottle. We're close, but not quite. So this is actually a bit more of a brownish color. So, yeah, let's try out some cherry voltage. Cheers. Actually, there was something I tasted when I first tried the Dew.S.A. that I forgot to mention, I think. It has a slight grapey flavor, or like that generic grape flavor that, you know, people associate with purple drink. They're like, oh, it's grape. You kind of have that generic Kool-Aid-y grape flavor. I didn't mention that at the beginning, but now that I've mixed the red and the blue together, I'm getting that flavor again. So that must be something with the way the raspberry is mixing with the cherry. It gives a hint of that like generic grape flavor. If you ever had generic grape flavoring and real grape flavoring, you can definitely tell the difference. So again, that's not bad. Not quite on the level of pitch black, but it definitely has a tone to it. So yeah, not sure why it's more brown than purple, but yeah. Let's finish this off, and then we're going to do stage 3, which is the final mix to see if we can match Dew.S.A. So now, for the final stage here, we're going to do equal parts of red. Go up to that line there. Equal parts of white. Whoops, a little bit much there. And an equal part of blue. That looks about the level that I want. And again, doesn't quite match the bottle. This definitely has more blue dye in it or something than this, because that is not coming out anywhere near purpley enough. But now that we've got them mixed, let's see how it tastes. It's actually fairly clear. All right, cheers. Let's compare it to the original. I think there's definitely more blue in the Dew.S.A than I put into my mixture, which is probably why it's not quite purpley enough. So let's add a bit more, because we are mad scientists. There we go. Now we're getting a bit more towards the purpley color. A little bit closer. So yeah, there's definitely more blue in this than there is other stuff, because when I first mixed this, I had a lot more of the cherry bite than what's actually in it. And that definitely has more of a purpley tone. So I'm guessing it's a lot more voltage than anything else. So let's try our secondary mixture and see if we're any closer. Yep, that's a bit closer. Mix is a little bit off, but I think instead of going in order of red, white, and blue, had I started like blue, white, and then just a hint of red, I probably would have nailed it. I don't know how much more of this I can do because I'm actually starting to get a little nauseous drinking all this soda, but let's try one more mix and see if we can nail it. Alright, so this time around we're going to start with our blue. I'm going to give it a little bit more blue than I did before, and then some white. About there, then just a splash of the red for coloring and flavor. Give that a little bit of mix, and where are we at here? Again, still a little bit on the brown side, but a lot closer in color than previous, so I'm going to add just a splash more of the blue. Ooh, I think we're pretty well on there. Again, this is looking really brown on the camera, but looking at them right in front of me, they're not far off. So again, let's try our new mix. That's pretty damn close. Let's try it out. Still a little bit more citrus in this than what I'm tasting here, so there's probably a little bit more white out. But again, not far off. Add a splash more, like that. Let's try that. That's just about there. So if you're measuring out lines on something and they're equal part lines, I think part of my problem is the way the glass tapers at the bottom. These lines aren't quite even volume. So if you're measuring out lines, I'd say 2 parts blue, 2 parts white, and then 1 part red or just a splash of red to give that purple color and the bit of a cherry flavor. But overall, that's exactly what this is just an odd mixture, unknown percentages of red, white, and blue. So you've seen it right here. It's not just something they made up. I mixed them right in front of you, and I got pretty damn close, color and taste. So that's it for this episode. Sorry this one was kind of long, but we were experimenting here to see if we could try out the flavor. Plus, you got a bonus of me trying voltage again for the first time in forever. Not sure when this will get up because I am still behind on editing, but I am catching up very quickly. I finally got my work schedule a little bit more manageable. But we are getting into the summer season, so a lot of stuff is coming up. So I might get busy again. But I'm working on it the best I can. Thanks for hanging in there with me. And because you guys hang in there, you get to see stuff like me mixing flavors to try and equal another flavor. So that is it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. The links are down in the description. Click the bell up here in the corner. Make sure you're getting notifications every time I post new content. Hopefully I can trim this down so it's not a half-hour long video of me mixing drinks like a mad scientist. Maybe I can trim it down to like 10-15 minutes, hopefully. Otherwise, until next time, cheers.